And I am so glad that my granddaughter is not here, because you men keep coming in just want to see my granddaughter. You're making me feel sick. Okay, so we're now going to get on to the section of my relationship with Kevin that had a severe impact on the rest of my family and the children. I'm going to be doing this in more than one part because it would be too long and it's really difficult getting it saved on the phone and uploaded. So this is going to be in 3 parts. First of all, what I'm going to be showing you is my son was talking about his opinion on all the welfare checks that we were getting. Now, I've never posted this police visit that I'm about to show you. This goes back to 2023. These fake welfare calls, hoax calls with the police have been going on that long, undealt with. However, they used to do it on my granddaughter. I think she would have been around 4 or 5 roughly at that time. We got lucky with these hoax calls, welfare checks on my granddaughter because Kevin only came at weekends. And so they called the police and done the welfare checks at weekends, not knowing that my granddaughter wasn't here at weekends. Her and my daughter, they would go away each weekend. So we managed to get through a couple of years of that without her having to actually see the police. We managed to protect her from that. So I'm going to show you, I didn't post it because I hate how I'm talking in this video. I don't like my attitude in this video, but I guess it's tough when it comes to protecting your children and minors. I mean, yeah, you're going to lose your mind a little bit when people don't want to listen to you. After these welfare checks with the police, they do make referrals to social services. However, a select few people I've already spoken to you about, did make absolutely disgusting fake allegations to social workers as well. So I'm going to play this video just to give you a little bit of insight into what we were at home having to deal with. And so here's my son telling you the effects it had on him and the rest of the household, and the video of the police from, I think it was June 2023. Have a listen. I'm going to kind of go on to talking about the actual trolling now, but before we do, we have a lot of police come for welfare checks. How does that affect you?
It's just embarrassing. What are people thinking? What do people think of me when I go outside? All people would assume is we live in London. There's a lot of crime, there's a lot of drug dealing, there's a lot of everything. Somebody could have that assumption, and that's all because people want to call fake welfare checks. But when it comes to the police anyway, first of all, the welfare checks are ridiculous because the people calling the welfare checks are the same people trolling, are the same people creating a situation that could be considered dangerous.
Talk about the time, you remember when the 2 police came for a welfare check and I recorded them? Talk about that.
Yeah, that one was one that annoyed me. Every single time the police have come, it's annoyed me. But the time they came here, we stopped answering the door at this point. Sometimes we would talk through the Ring camera, or sometimes even talk through the window, just out of the amount of times police are coming into our home for work. It's just getting ridiculous at this point. It's intruding, it's weird. So there was one time the police came, you told them from the window, basically you clarified everything, did what you meant to do on a welfare check, you told them everything's fine, everything's okay.
There's no child, it's trolling! Are you listening?
I didn't get involved, I was just listening from my window. Not as if I was out my window, but from my room I could hear the police. And there was 2 comments that they made that I just thought were too far and should not have been said, because what if a neighbour heard? And it was first, well, it was essentially one comment split into 2, but essentially he said, if you don't want welfare checks, there shouldn't be videos online of your boyfriend being a paedophile, of paedophilic nature. I believe he said paedophilic nature. Wow. Now, it's not as if he shouted it, but I heard it. So who's to say the neighbour whose window's right next to mine didn't hear it?
I was at my window and I never heard it because he wasn't even at my window anymore. He'd gone round the other side of the house. You could easily be sat in your car, but no, look what you want to do. Big man wants everyone to see he's a police officer, look.
to me.
They're walking up and down the street as if it's like, come outside, open your door, or else. It was weird. Walking up and down the street as if you're not acting like the police. It's weird.
So if you hadn't have been with me at the time, do you think you would struggle to believe the things I say about the police?
Of course. I could tell multiple stories just from this about lies and exactly. It's the things that it's just unbelievable. So I'd say my conclusion on the police. I've been very aware of the police and their narrative and what they really do and the corruption for a long time anyway. And I think the fact that I've witnessed it firsthand now, I understand that the police might not really know how to deal with the situation necessarily. It's sort of a new social media thing. We need laws in place. We need all these new things, right? But I feel as if no situation has ever been dealt with. And the truth is, to be honest with you, I'm not shocked and I'm not surprised. I didn't expect anything to ever come from anything. I don't think, my personal opinion is, I don't think anything ever will come from anything with the police, because the police are people at the end of the day. They have social media themselves. I know for a fact they have their own opinion on us. The fact they are biased. The fact the police, if you haven't had situations with the police where they've lied or manipulated a situation or anything, then all I can say is don't completely disregard when someone tells you they do lie, because if it was you in a situation where you're fighting the truth against the police, you're going to realise and know how it feels to be fighting a battle you literally can't win.
Coming down, I'm in my bed asleep, you want to keep letting trolls call you up, and you think it's okay to disturb people even though we're telling you what's going on. I'm not coming to open my door. I've told you I'm not dressed, okay? I will not get dressed, no, because you demand me to come to my door, no.
It's a 5-year-old inside.
No, there is not. Okay, so go and prosecute the person keep calling you, harassing you and harassing me. So, no, you're here to harass me. Leave or go away from my house now. Go away from my house right now. How can I put a child's face when there's no child here? Go away. Go away. Go away. You want to come here based on troll calls because you don't want to do your homework, go on the system and have a look at the harassment you're bringing on this household. You need to stop. I'm not coming down to have conversation because some strange man who is during his office hours is knocking on my door, waking me up from my sleep. I'm not going to keep coming down and entertaining you lot. Go and educate yourself. Go and change your policy of what you're doing because you are harassing people.
I can only go with...
You need to go away.
Sit down, madam. Nobody's harassing you.
It's you harassing me. You personally, right now, it's you. You are harassing me. You, the man standing there, you are harassing me.
We have a welfare check to just check on you. And a child at the address.
There's no child. It's trolling. Are you listening or do you do it on purpose? Are you just dumb? What is your point?
I can only go with them.
What is your point?
So child services are giving me, madam.
Child services have given you nothing.
That's why
they've given you nothing. Nothing.
Well, that's why I'm here.
So why don't you phone the mother of the child who also isn't here? Get away from my house.
I only know your name, that's all I know, madam. I don't...
Right, so child services have called you, but then you don't know nobody's name.
Obviously, you just...
Right, you ain't adding up to me. Go away from my house. Go away from my house, you're lying. Go away from my house. Are you? Yeah. Well, I'm recording your attitude for the distress you're causing. There are many officers before you. I've explained trolling to you. You stand there with that bad attitude of yours and laughing in my garden. Get out of my garden and put your grin somewhere else, okay? Go put your grin somewhere else. Get out of my garden. Get out of my garden. Well, you can do it from your horrible little car. Get out of my garden. Get out of my garden. Now. Get out of my garden right now. Troublemakers, that's what you are. Nothing but trouble. Report a crime, what do? Nothing. Nothing. Why? For a crime? Say it again. Come on, officer. What did you just say? You're here for a crime. What crime? What crime? I will not. You're lying. You just said welfare, now you're saying crime. You're lying. You're lying. Get off of my property. You're lying. Get away from my house right now. You're actually lying. Look at you. This is going all on Instagram because apparently this is allowed, right? It's all going to go on TikTok. It'll go everywhere because apparently it's allowed. Keep lying. Keep lying. Let's show the trolls the good work that they done. The good little police officers, they went round and they disturbed a family. Yeah, let's put it all over social media and show how good they do and how bad you do. They think they're going to keep coming walking through my house every other week, every other day. I don't think so. It's not happening. Because strangers call, because they're aware of what's going on, but they want to keep on disturbing families so they can get a little brownie point on their shit job.
What's your language?
Not happening. Don't tell me how to talk in my house.
You're talking outside.
Do not tell me how to talk in my house. Go away. Come here and antagonise people. Tell me how to talk in my own home. I mean, you're not trustworthy. You're two men officers from the Met Police. There is no way I trust you coming through my front door. The reputation you've got is disgusting. And you're already dictating, telling me how I'm to talk in my own house. No chance would you get through my front door. Don't call up my housing and ask them what I've told my housing about all of this and you lot harassing me. Go and do your work. Think I'm going to keep opening my door? Imagine. It's me living with police officers because they don't want to do their work. Yeah, but they don't want to go and deal with Simon though, do they? No. We can go and hit women. This, by the way, because their cameras conveniently never work. You can harass women, you can hit women in the street, that's okay. But these two male officers, they can't do a little bit of homework. So, this is a little example of why we need to be moved. Because officers like this, they just want to do whatever it is to get their asses licked at their office. They don't care about harassment. Look at them stood in the street making it all look dramatic for my neighbours. We have to live here. We're trying to live here peacefully. Look at him walking up and down the street so that everyone can look out their window and have a look. Right? This is what you call a Met Police officer of 2023. No discretion, no nothing. Don't do their homework before they visit a property, nothing. And I am so glad that my granddaughter is not here, because you men keep coming in to want to see my granddaughter. You're making me feel sick. This is my home. And this is why you need to move us, because you men seem to have an obsession with wanting to come in my home and look at my daughters and my granddaughter. And considering a troll, Fat Barry, said a lot of his friends and family are in the police, I'm not letting you in ever, even if she was here. Look at you in the street, look. Look at you. Troublemakers, that's what you are, that's not concern. Starting off with a welfare check, turning it into a crime has been committed. You can't even get your story straight. All recorded. Let's go and shame you on Instagram more than your Instagram page is already shamed. You should be absolutely ashamed to be an officer, not proud. Standing in the street like that, antagonising people. Well, because your job is to knock on my door, I've got to answer. I don't think so. You could easily be sat in your car, but no, look what you want to do. Big man wants everyone to see he's a police officer, look. But nobody cares. No one respects you anymore. This is all you do. Welfare checks on troll calls. This is all you do. I've seen it too much. I've seen it too much. You look silly. And you'd better be telling the truth, because I will find out, by the way. It better be a social worker that brought you here. And you'd no, I'm talking. You'd better have information on the caller. You had better have information on the caller for causing this. Yeah, of course you are. Bye. Bye. You're going to be famous later. I'll see you later. Let's show how bad these police officers are. You will be famous later. Just go away now. Go away. Go away. I will. Zoomed right in at your face, because you don't want to listen. It's going to be zoomed right in on your face. Off you go. No. I start off like an adult telling you about trolling. You want to come here all high, almighty, I've got to open the front door. You tried to tell me there was a crime committed in my home. You won't see me later. Get stuffed. Don't come back. So that's what we constantly were having to deal with. That I wasn't showing other people that at the time. I wasn't recording the police. I started recording them once because I did calmly and completely explain to them the situation of what was going on, and they just kept repeating, we need to come in and see the child. There was no child here at that time. They just didn't seem to want to listen to that, and I wasn't. This is my home where we live. We wasn't going to keep on having, for the amount and the extent we were getting, and they always wanted to come in. I used to get them come and say, we need to come in and check you haven't got a noose hanging inside your house. They were absolutely awful, even if they were genuine welfare checks, which on some occasions some were, but the majority were not. This isn't the way that you do welfare checks. These police officers are not trained, experienced or qualified to deal with people struggling with their mental health. So as well as these welfare checks, which you've now got a bit of insight to what we dealt with, as well as that, we were also having to deal with these calls to social services, to the NSPCC. This took place in around 2024, and my daughter, she was pregnant at that time. So I'm going to put that in part 2 coming up next, the conversations we had with social workers and what they told us about Kevin. Thanks for watching. Part 2 coming soon.
I've explained. I'm a social worker in the hub. So when a referral comes through to social services, it comes through to my team. I'm then asked to make various inquiries in respect of what should happen with that referral. So what I need to establish is exactly, I'm aware that this concerns have been raised previously several times. You still this person.